What's going on YouTube? I just want to make a quick video here to talk about my top 5 favorite mods that I've done to my car. Hopefully help out some of the guys that just got a WRX or have even had one for a while now. They're just starting to get into modifying their cars. Hopefully this helps. It's a mixture of exterior, drivability, and just one performance mod. I want to just keep it under 5. And let's get to it. Alright, what's going on, guys? So I want to talk about my top 5 favorite mods that I've done to my car that I would recommend to anyone trying to start modifying their WRX. These are the first ones I would do if I had to do it all over again. And from where I am right now, there are definitely some mods that I would have avoided if I were to go back and do it all over again. So let's start off with the first one, and this one's probably my favorite just because it's such a it's more on the affordable side and it makes a big difference in daily drivability, and that would be the Perrin the shift stop, the one that goes inside the shift boot right here. And basically what it does is the actual transmission itself, stock form, it has something similar next to the 5th and 6th gears, so it's basically like a bar that keeps your shifter from going further than it should, so you're not going and getting it stuck trying to shift from 5th to 6th or from 6th to 5th, etc. So this one basically goes where on the left side, and it makes it so your shifter can't go further than where it should be within the 1st and 2nd gear. So what it allows you to do is shift really fast from 1st to 2nd without getting it caught up or down or anything. Let's say you're in a stop red light, and one problem that I always had was when the light turned green, you're going in and trying to find 1st gear because it keeps getting stuck and you keep going too far to the left, and it's just annoying. It's not the end of the world, but it's one of those things where for 50 bucks it really helps. Man, it's ridiculously hot in here without the AC. Anyway, the second thing is the STI Group N transmission mount, and this is an OEM part from Subaru. What it is our transmission mounts, and I can't really show you with my hand right now, but they have a ton of flex in them. And I mean, you could just grab it and bend it in pretty much half with your hands. So that's not the safest thing, considering when you're going full throttle, wide open throttle, and you're shifting from 1st to 2nd gear, going back wide open throttle, the engine tends to come back towards the firewall. And what we've seen happen is that causes the transmission mount to flex and the pitch mount to crack where it actually mounts to the frame of the car. So Subaru knows that there's a weakness in the pitch stop mount, and there is, I believe it's called a TSB out for that right now, but of course if we could avoid it, why not avoid it? So the Group N mount is a lot stiffer. You can't bend it with your hands. What I like is it doesn't add any extra vibration that I have noticed at all. There is a little bit of added sound to it, but it makes a world of difference in just everyday driving, going even aggressive driving, spirited driving through the canyons, whatever it may be. The car feels a lot more direct and connected. Like the whole drivetrain, you can feel it, what it's doing, and it's really not annoying at all. I would definitely recommend doing this one. The third one is an exterior modification, and I know there's a lot of I don't want to call it controversy, but a lot of people think it shouldn't cost this much money to do for taillights. So I'm assuming you guys already know I'm talking about the Subispeed taillights. Just because a lot of people think just, put the overlays on, get it done with, it looks just fine that way, but I really love the way these look. And the sequential taillights, they stand out a lot. I get a lot of compliments on them out on the road, in person. Of course, I always get that person that will comment on pictures saying, oh, for 20 bucks I did this, I just put a little tint on there and it looks just the same. No, trust me, if you see it in person, it looks amazing. And I just love staring at it. Every time I park my car, I look back just to see those taillights. Press the lock button a couple times extra just to see the sequential turn signals. So for an exterior just visual mod, I really like it. Now for the fourth one, this one is the JDM dual console armrest, and my car didn't come with the optional extended car armrest from Subaru, so I went ahead and did I bought this one from Subispeed. Actually, it's the aftermarket. Well, it's not aftermarket. Sorry, it is made by Subaru, and reason why I like it a lot better is just because you get the extra storage compartment. I don't know if you guys can see that right now, but not only does it bring the whole entire thing up so your arm could sit on it, but it also brings it a little forward. Not as forward as I'd like it to be, just because I sit pretty close, so I could reach the clutch pedal completely and depress it. But it's definitely one of those must-have comfort modifications that just make, you know, day-to-day living with the car a lot easier. So that's the fourth one. For the fifth one, I have this one's a performance one, the TurboXS top mount intercooler. Now, if I were to do all my performance mods all over again, and by the way, the car is stage 2 right now, or stage 2, whatever you want to call it, and I was just gonna do one simple mod and a tune, I would skip the intake, I would skip the exhaust, just skip all of that, and I would go with the top mount intercooler, aftermarket top mount intercooler, and this one's supposed to be 60% larger than the stock one. So I would do that and go and get a ProTune. Just doing those two things, I believe, would make a lot of difference. And the reason I say that is because when I was stage 2 with just the exhaust, with the turbo back and intake, I noticed that although I had a lot more power, but after about 4,000, 5,000 RPM, the car was just pretty much dead flat on its face. And I don't know if this is because of the ProTune or the tuner, but I added top mount. Right after I added the top mount intercooler and I went and got tuned again, it was a world of difference, guys. I mean, this thing pulls all the way to the top now, all the way to 6,000 shift. You feel the power all the way through. It doesn't just start, you know, dying off after 4,000 RPM. I mean, it could just be a butt dyno thing, but hey, even if it is, I'm enjoying it more this way, so can't argue with that. Alright guys, so that was already 5, and I do have one bonus one that I'd like to talk about, and this is for all you guys that like to do the maintenance for your car at home. This is the first time I've used the product. It's the Mishimoto drain valve, and I love it. So I do my oil changes pretty frequently, and just to save some money, I decided to start doing them at home. So I do them every 3,000 miles, but the first one I did at 2,000 miles. The car is currently at 10,276 miles I'm looking at right now. And it just makes it mess free. I used to put the car on ramps. I can't anymore since putting the front lip on. But now I jack up the car, just get underneath there, hold the oil pan right underneath, open the valve, and it just pours out really clean, no mess, nothing. Shut the valve, fill the car up back with oil, change the filter, and good to go. It maybe takes all 15 minutes. No need to pay anyone anything extra, and there's no mess on my driveway anymore. So guys, that's my top 5 favorite mods plus the one bonus one. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have anything that you suggest that maybe I'm wrong on, well, not wrong, but that you don't agree, or you'd rather see something else on the list, let me know. And that does it for this video, guys. Maybe next time I'll do a top 5 things I shouldn't have done video, or I should have done differently. So for now, peace out, guys.